Hi friends, in previous session we have seen how exactly the web services works, how exactly to implement. In this session, we'll try to convert the entire code into different parts, like we have not created any models and we have not parsed and we have not displayed the data. See how exactly to do that. I am using the same application again. Let me run it once. In this view controller, I have get users. Whenever I click users, I have a method get user details. I am calling a from the view model. I am asking get user details. I'm passing one page ID, page number. Along with that, I'm passing on closer. I'll get all users information here. I'm just printing that. In view model, I have a method called get user detail and get users details. This is for getting multiple users details. Inside that, what I'm doing, I'm creating URL. This is the base URL and this is the final URL what I'm going to have. From URL string to I'm converting it to URL, and here URL request object I'm creating. I'm setting the method name. The URL must have the method. This is optional actually. You can have the method name get to post, put, delete, patch, something. URL components. If you want to pass any query parameters, to the request along with the request, this is how we can pass. And if you want to pass any kind of data, you can pass from here. If you want to set any kind of headers, you can set these headers, something like this. And use the session, create a task, and resume the task. Basically, starting. The task will be the request will be sent to the server. The server processes the request and sends the response back. Here it is sending the response back. What it is sending data and response and error. If error found, just display message and stop the execution, return. And if there is no error, means the response we got is successful. I'm converting the data. I'm checking whether data is available or not. If data is available, I'm converting the data into the dictionary. What is the dictionary? This is dictionary string of NA. I'm converting that into the dictionary. And is saving that into the user info. I'm just sending the user info by using completion handler. If it is failed parsing, failed. Now, if you see, actually this is user info, but user model is not created. Without creating the user model, how to use that? We can also use, let me take one story table view, or else we have get users detail. We have get user detail also. It gives you one user detail. Okay, let's print it. What is that? Page ID. Here, what is the method name? Let's keep it here. We have view model dot get user detail. User ID. User ID is int of input text field. We have input text field dot text. Integer. We have completion handler. User details. Print user details. User ID is 2. Get user details. This is the user detail what I have got. Data inside that I have avatar, the image and email, first name, ID, last name. We are printing twice, so we got 2 user details here. Okay, we got the data. Once we got the data, what we can do, we can update the user interface, right? I'll write one method here, like update user info. Or else I take table view and I'll just try to display the same thing on the table view. some 20 pixels, some 20 pixels from the top, minus some 20 pixels. It is 20 pixels. Minus 20. You know, we are using margins, I guess. Okay, 20. If you use margins, I'm just removing that. Let me clarify it again. Clear constraints for the selected view. Set. Remove margins. 20 pixel, 20 pixel, 20 pixel. Perfect. Now take the table view. Let's set constants. From the top, it is 20, 0, 0, 0. Perfect. Table view cell. Take the table view cell. This is the table view cell. Set identifier user cell. Set the delegate and data source is the view controller. Similarly, delegate is also view controller. We have what are the different things it has? It has avatar, means image, email ID, first name, last name. Let me take outlets for them as well. Image view. It is the image view. Check for image view. This is image view. Customizing. No. Instead of customizing, I can directly take the existing one. We have image view, label, and text table, right? Detailed text table. That is fine for us. Again, it is time taking process. Subtitle. All right. Go to view controller and implement the methods. What is that? Extension, view controller, a table delegate, a table data source. Number of rows in table view. How many number of I'll tell. Franco. Cell for row and X path. Okay, I'll return the cell here. Okay, perfect. Here, how many number of rows? Here I'm getting user details, right? I say that user details into, you're getting one key. Okay. We have array. This is actually, this is dictionary key value pair. So I can take one dictionary here. User. If it is one user, this is string any. Empty dictionary. Okay. I'll assign this user details here. User details equal to user details. Instead of confusing, what I do is user. Here user. I'm saving that into the user and the table view reload data. Table outlet we do not have. Let's give the outlet. IB outlet. We where table view. Yeah, table view. We'll give the connection. Table view reload data. Now here return. How many objects for only one user we have? It is going to be how many keys are there? Those many. It is one object. Okay. user, you have only one object, right? Directly at this moment I'm giving only one object. Let cell equal to table view dot dequeryable cell with identifier. What is that? User cell dot text label dot text equal to, first of all, first name equal to, how to get the first name in user. One moment. Here what we have, we got the dictionary. Inside the dictionary we have data, so ask for data. It is a dictionary. Okay, we know it is containing key string and value is any. Okay, it is string of any. Or else what we can do is, we can, while assigning the data itself, I can assign self. While assigning the user itself, I am assigning something like this: user details. From our user details, I am fetching the data key. The data key contains string of any. Fine. Now this is user detail. From user details, I am taking first name. How to get the first name? User of first name. What we have? First name, first underscore name. We know first underscore is name. Yes, string. If username is available in the user dictionary, the first name is available in the user dictionary. What we need to first name. Similarly, last name we have, right? We have last name. This is last name. It is going to be sub detail text label. Detail text label text equal to last name. We also have image. Let's try to use the image. If let image, how to get the image? From user, there is thumbnail. What is it? Avatar. That is string we are getting. String URL we are getting. Avatar is a string. I am trying to convert that string into URL. URL equal to, how to get the URL? URL of string. The string is image URL, image string. URL is ready. Now what I can do is cell dot image view dot image equal to a image of contents of URL. Contents of file we have. Contents of URL. We see. Is there anywhere URL we have? Or don't have? A image data of URL. We might get URL contents of string we have. Contents of file. Let's try image data. We need to get this image contents of code, contents of file. There is something, somewhere we can tell that image view dot image. Let's see, I'll check that. And finally return the cell. If there is no cell, create a table cell and give the connection. For one user, this is how we need to use. For table view, go to outlets, connection, outlet, give the connection to the view controller, select the table view. This is what we need. See if there are any errors. What we are doing here, For every key, we have to write this logic. For every key, you have to write this logic. If you're having 10 or 12 keys, you have to write all 10, 12 optional bindings. Instead of that, we have another way. If you use models, that is one way. If you use codable, directly the data will be converted into the objects. The response, whatever you get, will be converted into the objects so that you don't have to worry about all this stuff. Let's see. Let it load. Meanwhile, I'll check how to load the image. There was a method load image. Load contents of URL or something. Image data we have to use data with contents of URL. Actually, that is the one. This is image, UI image, data data with contents of URL. Data. Contents of URL. What is the URL we have? URL, what we have here. What is try catch? Try. This is exception handling. We just need to use this. Put try. Yeah, it is there. Try my. It will be there. No problem. Let's check whether this author has a name or not. Yeah, this author has a photo. What is the error? Still we have some errors. Yeah. What we can do is if let user equal to, I'm just checking whether it is successfully a dictionary, then assign that into the user. Run it. If you do not use any kind of models, this is what you need to do every time. Wherever you are accessing response keys, you have to use the optional binding. We used to use something like this at the beginning stages. Get user detail. What is that? What is that error? Yes, there is an error. We need to enter the user ID, right? User ID is not available. What is that? Table view reload data. Okay. Dispatch queue dot main dot async. The logic behind the error behind this is basically we have to use the thread main thread for user interface logics. We are having separate session for them threads. I'll explain you what exactly the dispatch queue main. Got it? Let me enter 2. Let me enter 3. Everything is fine. This is how you fetch. We are having another method, right? Another web service, that is get users details like page 1, page 2, page 3. Okay. Let me see how exactly to do that. First of all, I'll create one model for user. Instead of directly using the values like key value pairs and the optional binding, I'll use user model. User. I'll create a class user. User contains avatar, right? Where avatar is string. At this moment, I do not have any data. Where email, it is again string. At this moment I do not have any data. First underscore name string, where id, it is integer. I'll put 0 at this moment. I can put since. Let where last underscore name. You can give any keys here. Let's say last name I'll take. Last underscore name is there. I'll take last name here. It is string. Better taking the same names, because I'm taking the same names. I need them somehow. Whenever we are using codable, there I need. Okay. I'll write a init method. Init user details. I'm passing string any. Okay. What I do is avatar. How to get the avatar? If user details of this key. This is a dictionary I'm getting. Out of dictionary I'm fetching avatar, and similar way it is giving any string any, right? String any. I'm giving string any. I'll get. I'm converting that into the string. Now what else we have? Email we have. Email again it is string. This is how you create the models. Remember, first name, last name, last name, id, it is integer here. id, the same name we have to use. What is this? It is any. I'm just converting that into the int. We have given value means it is not optional, right? I can make them optional also, so that we can put this optional. Okay. What I am doing, whenever I get data or whenever I get response from the server, instead of directly using user details dictionary, what I do is, instead of taking this, I'll take user object. User is user object only, right? User object. From here, what I do is self.user equal to, I'll create user object here. User init method we have user details, pass the user I'm passing. What user contains the user contains this dictionary. I am passing entire dictionary to the user to create a user model. User model is created, then I am reloading the data. Now here you don't need to write all this logic. I need this logic. Okay, I'll here first name. How to get the first name? User dot first name. Last name. How to get the last name? User dot last name. If you want to display ID, you can display. I want avatar here. Avatar. How do you get the avatar? Not this avatar. User dot avatar string. I get. I know that string. I'm converting that into the URL. But otherwise, what we can do is we can here itself. I'll write a method. Load user profile pic. Func. Load user profile pic. I'll pass the profile pic here. Image view I'm passing. What is the image view? Yeah, image view. UI image view. This is UI kit you need to take. UI kit. UI image view, right? UI kit you need to take. This is the profile pic I pass. For that profile pic, the logic whatever you have written here, the same thing can be replicated, right? Same thing I do. Here, what I do is user load image view. load a user profile pic, cell dot image view. Don't think this is the good logic. Basically, we need to setup. Yeah, at this moment, keep it like this. We'll try to enhance that. Remove this. Here, remove this. I'll explain you what exactly we are doing here. We created models. Now we're using MVVM, right? One. Same thing, same behavior, but we segregated our code into models. Instead of directly using optional bindings everywhere, what I do is whatever response I got, I converted them into user model. Now we have one more query, users, right? Get users. Where users? This is array. User array. At this moment, we are having only one user. I want to display multiple users. So that what we can do, users.count I can use, right? Count. Here, each time I'll take let a user equal to users of index path.row. Here, a user so and so, a user so and so. Here, in the second case, I have couple of objects, couple of users. Okay, I'm just reverting. Okay, this is about fetching one user and displaying the profile pic, everything. It is working fine. We'll try to use the another web service and how to segregate the web service logic too. Yeah, we got it. Fine. See you in the next video. Hope you got something, how to create the models and how to convert your response into the models and how to display that on the user interface. What is the use of this dispatch.main.async? Basically, the user interface logic we have to write in the main queue when you are using the user interface logic in the closer. Remember that. Hope you got something out of this. Please like my video. If you have any doubts, comment, and please do subscribe to get all the practical knowledge. Thanks a lot.